crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel for another hop. This is for my friend Kristen. We are celebrating her reaching her 500 subscribers, although she is way past that right now. She is pretty amazing. She got 500 subscribers and she has been doing this for a short time, so I'm super excited to celebrate with her because she's an amazing person. And the idea is just to go onto her Instagram and find something that inspired us and scrap lift it. So the first thing when I was going through her Instagram is I really was drawn to this one layout where it had a diagonal of two different pattern papers, and I thought, great way for me to use up a big chunk of some pattern paper, at least for a collection, right? And so I did that, and then anytime I look at a sketch, or if we're doing some type of hop where it's like a scrap lift, I only like to look at the layout for maybe 10 seconds. I don't want to stare at it too long because then I start focusing way too much on trying to make it look like the sketch versus winging it into my own direction. So I know that there was two diagonal papers. I knew that there was three photographs, some embellishments, and maybe some journaling, or in my case I'm going to actually use quotes, some phrase stickers, but that's it. That's all I remember. In fact, I didn't even realize until I'm doing this voiceover that Kristen's layout, her photo design was actually three photos going down vertically in the middle of the layout. And so I have two different photos, and one of them is vertical and one of them is horizontal. So my layout's going to look completely different. So while I finally realized how I was even going to cut these papers up, it took me a while. I tried my scoring board, I tried my paper trimmer, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going old school. I'm going like a little kid, and I'm just going to fold this in half, use my score tool, and cut them down with scissors. But I do need to find papers that I want to use. And I'm trying to pair them up, and I realized right away that if I do too much color, it's way too busy. Your eyes can't even focus. But the minute I brought in this one with the stars that definitely have that dark background, it created some contrast. So now my eyes feel a little bit more rested. So I like that. I cut it, and I'm going to start gluing them down. Then I'm going to have a seam going down the middle of the layout. Not a big deal because you truly couldn't see it, but because I knew that it was there, I kind of want to close that seam up. There wasn't a gap at all. It was just the transferring from the star paper to the pinwheel. And so I grabbed my washi tape, which washi tape again. Oh my gosh, I am on this kick. I'm loving it. I'm using up washi tape. So I grab my washi tape, use a big chunk of that. And anytime I use washi tape, I always add extra adhesive. I found that some washi tape just didn't hold their stick when washi tape first came out, that I would always have to add adhesive, whether it be liquid or my ATG gun. So I just quickly used my ATG gun, drew, right down the line diagonal, and there I have my washi tape. And there I just like it because I feel like it kind of completes that seam. And as lo and behold, you guys know I don't waste anything. This was just a scrap 12 by 12 paper of me trying to work on something. It didn't work out, and because I knew this was going to be covered up, it is the perfect type of paper. I do this a lot when I am, taking two pattern papers and kind of putting them together to make a complete 12 by 12, is I will take colors that I don't really use, or that I try to have this idea with trying to create a background with some multimedia, whether it be ink, of any type. And if it doesn't work out, I save those pieces because it's situations like this where it's going to be covered up completely. I just need the background to hold everything together. All right, so then I go into my stash and I found this pink piece of paper, cardstock, just sitting there. It was probably something that I gutted, and I thought, perfect, this is going to be the place to house my photos and all of my embellishments that I am going to put around it. And I have been really big on, I'm known for being a clean, minimal scrapbooker. Everyone mentions this about it, like your layouts are beautiful, they're clean, they're simple. And I don't really take offense to that. It kind of bothers me sometimes because I love when I see people layer a ton of stuff. I want to do that so badly. For one, it's going to get rid of a ton of stuff. out of my scrapbooking room and onto a layout, especially if I do that with every single layout. But it just, I just love the look of it too. So what I did was I had this Maggie Holmes open book um, ephemera pack, and it's completely different than the paper collection that I'm using. I'm using, I think it's called My Mind's Eye, My Girl. So it's completely different. And I just grab all the different ephemera pieces that I think I'm going to use. So I grabbed some pink ones, 2 different tones of pink, because there's 2 different tones of pink in this collection by My Mind's Eye. And I grabbed a lot of the gold foil, because then I'm going to use that as my second color in the color palette that I'm going to use. And anytime that I do a base to house my photographs, whether it be a square or in this case a rectangle, for whatever reason, it is easy for me to start layering my products in the way that I want to do it. And so that's what I did. I start layering them all up, have no idea where I'm going, but then I felt like that third, or on the right hand side, there's that one ephemera that has a heart in the center of that pink paper, and it says something about, this is, I can't read it, but I just put down a sticker on top of it. I felt like that was like almost like my third image of a photograph that was in the sketch, right? Because remember, the sketch had 3 of them. Not that I needed to have 3, I could have done 1 if I wanted to. But then I go back and I was like, okay, great, I got all the ephemera that I wanted to use from Maggie Holmes' open book, and now I just need something else. So I'm looking again for the colors, but I wanted to bring another color in. And able to do that, I need to have it kind of popping around other places. So I found that one that was on the crepe paper. So now I have a third company where I'm using a third collection. I think it was called Something Vibes. I had that ticket where I cut in half and I bring the yellow in. I also found a pink, like a leaf type and a flower, and I added those around as well. But I wanted more. So then I go back to the sticker sheet that I was using, and there was a quote there that I really liked. And so all I did was cut off the tag because the tag would not match the rest of this layout. And I wasn't sure where I wanted to place it. I thought about putting it onto the right, but I really like it tucked onto the left, because in that little space that you see on that pink cardstock, that is where I'm going to house my title. And so I kind of want to, and the stickers I'm going to be using are on the left hand side. Those stickers, guys, are so old. I think they were from Provo Craft, very, very old, like 1997, 98 or something. It's just crazy. They're old, but I wanted to use them because I like the font. It was very playful. And because this is a picture of the kids in kindergarten, I thought it was perfect because they're learning how to write their letters. And so they're going to look very funny and very playful, and just of being of a kid that's learning. So then I added some yellow stripe of that little border sticker to include more yellow on that layout. I then go and grab some Maggie Holmes phrase stickers because I wanted to add a couple of phrase stickers, because I don't ever journal on a layout that is for my daughter's friend's album that I'm going to give to her for her birthday. I don't ever journal because those are my words. But phrase stickers kind of helps that along. And so I'm just going to pick out a couple of phrases. And then I added the number 3 because you guys know I like to do that quite often, where it symbolizes the 3 girls being best of friends. And that's it, everybody. That is my layout. So be sure to check out Kristen and everybody else playing along to celebrate her 500 subscribers. I will have everybody linked below. Be sure to check them out. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I do hope you consider subscribing, and you all have an amazing day. Bye.